It can all happen so fast and so easily. One day you're feeling fine. The next minute you go to see your doctor or go to the hospital or something and you find out that your blood pressure is high, higher than usual. You don't feel any stress. You don't think it should be, but for some reason it is. For some reason your body is being worn down. For some reason it's fighting against some unknown cause or unknown disease, creating something in your body called inflammation, which actually comes as a response to an attack on the body. And this inflammation long term leads to things like heart disease, asthma, high blood pressure, the things that many people of color and especially African Americans suffer from nowadays. And so as a people, we have found a way to persevere and to live through all of the pain and suffering and live through all of the racism and everything. The many slights that we have when people look at us at a strange angle, in a strange way, or call us names or do other things to let us know that we aren't welcome. We persevere, we stand up against this. We don't let it affect us. Somehow we find tranquility and peace in our minds. But there is a part of the person, part of the psyche and the body that feels all the stress. And though we may be feeling fine, even feeling positive, part of our body is recognizing that we are being attacked and is putting up a shield, trying to fight against it. That's why it is more important to be aware of what's going on in our bodies as this is happening, and also to strengthen the body. This is like what I called the triune theory of development, a developmental approach that I decided to use on myself when I was in college. I was studying psychology at one of the best psychology schools in the country, cognitive social learning and social psychology, and I learned that the mind, the thoughts, and the feelings could actually be conditioned by the experiences we had before and by the ideas that we took in. And so I began to think about that and to realize that everything was up for change. I began to realize that if we took the right methodology and used it, could actually reshape our own minds, reshape our own thoughts, rebuild our own body. And so I applied this methodology on myself. It worked very well. And when I went to graduate school, I wrote this up, got an A+ on varieties of therapies in a therapy class. And I've been applying it ever since, not only to myself, but when I do life coaching sessions. Truth is, we are powerful beings and we can change anything we would like to, but one of the main things is that we have to be aware of it. Putting on the armor, pretending that we are not hurting, makes us unaware of the pain and suffering and more susceptible to heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, all of the things that have to be taken care of through the reduction of stress. Because according to many doctors now and according to the Ayurvedic medicine, long ago, almost 97% of the common illnesses of today come from stress. And so when we deal with stress, we have to deal with it not only on the physical level or the mental level, but the spiritual level. We must approach all of these practices on all of the levels of the human being, or they don't work. They may work partially, but not for everyone. So if you don't do any spiritual practices, if you don't have a spiritual life, and I don't mean religious necessarily, but a spiritual life where you realize that there is something, even if you don't know the name of it, that is greater than you, and something in which you move in and live in and have your being, you're in danger of falling prey to a system that creates boxes and categories that it can place us in order to remain in control of our lives, and in order to determine for us what is good and bad, in order to delve out pleasure and pain as it likes, in order to keep us enslaved mentally, psychologically, and economically. Today is the day to break free, if we would like. And the way to do that is through spiritual practices, not created and enhanced by the culture that is causing the destruction, but created and enhanced by those who are based on qualities like love, peace, caring, community. Taking up the practices from a system that is loving and kind creates a person that is loving and kind. Taking up the patterns, the behaviors, and the way of being from a system that is violent and angry and based on competition creates a person who is angry, violent, and who lives a competitive life. And the results of that competition: bad health for those who are forced to stay at the bottom, and sometimes for those who stay at the top. But you see, those who stay at the top know how to take care of themselves. Most of them have life coaches. Most of them have psychotherapists. Most of them go to the gym. Now they're starting to do yoga and meditate because they know what it means to take care of oneself and to get rid of the stress. Unfortunately, those who are near the bottom just poo-poo all of that stuff and ignore it. But to be truthful, it's time for all of us to begin to take care of ourselves, to use as much energy to take care of ourselves as we use to buy the latest iPhone or iPad, or to get the next job, to climb the next rung of the ladder. It's time to really be dedicated to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of our family, our friends, and community. And in doing this, we become whole and we make the area, the atmosphere around us, a place of love where we can grow, expand our awareness, and be that beautiful, wonderful person we were meant to be. Triune theory. Triune theory, that is. Working on the mind through learning and education, the body through exercise, the spirit through meditation and contemplation is the only answer today, especially for people of color and especially for African Americans living in the system called the United States. Thanks for being with us today. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell so you know the next time we put up a video. We hope all well goes We hope all goes well for you this day as we struggle to be free of the pain and suffering that comes, not naturally, but because of the machinations or the omissions of those who have the power to change them.